customers and members. Bada bing, recording, let's go. Yeah, so, and you're going to see tonight the benefits of becoming a distributor, or those are just here to for extra income or some serious career income. So this is me. My name is Sean, millionaire team level in Herbalife, and really reaching for the next levels, helping others also to make a difference. But I'll tell you a little bit about my story a little bit later. But yeah, your ultimate goals may include, so I want to show you guys here, choosing when you want to work or where you want to work, positively impacting other people. Maybe you want to earn some extra income. Maybe you want to look better or feel better, you know, and also maybe spending more time with your family and friends, you know. So we got a lady that's, well, gentleman first, our gentleman first, who's going to show you a bit about the company that's coming up next. And because everybody wants to know now, what about the company? What are the facts, you know, and what are these products all about? So next up, guys, for our first speaker, we got a good friend of mine as well, global expansion team, Brendan Beaton, who's going to share with you some company information. Brendan, please unmute yourself. Let's hear the story. Let's hear about the company.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks, Sean, for the introduction. Welcome to all our guests. It's absolutely awesome. And what an amazing honor to be sharing a little bit of information, the critical nitty-gritties about the company. My journey started with Herbalife 2 years ago, just before lockdown. And my goodness, this business has absolutely changed our lives. You know, from retiring my wife as a personal trainer within 3 months, to this point now where I've actually gone full-time into the business. We're absolutely loving the journey, not only the financial gains, but connecting with like-minded, positive, and supportive community is just such a life-changing, game-changing experience. So massive welcome, everybody. Cool, so I'm just going to take you through a little bit about the company, you know, and I love the start of this where it says your success is only limited by your own imagination and your hard work. And, you know, this company was founded over 40 years ago by a very unique gentleman at the age of 23 years old. He wanted to share and spread the message of good nutrition. And now it is such a reality with Herbalife being in over 90 countries across the globe. So you've got an international business at your fingertips. So your past doesn't determine your future, guys. And I love this because it doesn't matter what your background is. As long as you've got a clear vision for your future, this business can support you in reaching your goals. You know, utilize the business's strengths, our amazing products, and the world's #1 nutrition company in the world. And obviously the business has been going on for over 4 decades, opening 90 countries. And of course, the training and the personal growth that you go through in this business is next level. I've never experienced anything like it. And of course, you know, the numbers speak to themselves. Over 8.9 billion rand in suggested sales in 2020. How absolutely incredible is that? You know, as I mentioned, the world's #1 nutrition company, over 5 billion servings of Herbalife nutrition Formula 1 was sold in 2020 alone, and that's growing every single year. And it's all about just getting that good nutrition into your body so that you can start running at an optimal level. You know, and this is all supported by our scientific leadership. You know, world-renowned team of nutrition and scientific advisors, you know, that test and guide the development of these incredible products. Not to mention, we've got the most incredible Lou Ignoro, who is actually a Nobel Prize winner for his research and development in the nutritional space. So really, we're in good hands. You know, and another beautiful thing about this business is that there's complete traceability. We know exactly where our products are because of this seed to feed philosophy. Our farmers, you know, obviously seed the fields, we cultivate the land, they ensure the quality of the ingredients. And obviously through this, we're able to guarantee that we are literally putting the best of the best products in your hands and in your bodies. You know, and this goes without saying, you know, you've got to start your day right. Most people will go out there and they would go and buy themselves a muffin and a cup of coffee. But look at the difference, you know, first of all, the price point is way more expensive than having a shake, you know, and then of course, the nutritional values speak for themselves. You know, on the left-hand side, you've got 14 grams of fat, 32 grams of sugar, which is obviously the bad stuff. And obviously in the F1 shake, you're getting the good fats, the high protein levels, and low sugar amounts just to run. You know, everybody needs a little bit of sugar into their bodies, and everything has been scientifically developed to make sure that you're getting the best out of your shake every single morning. 21 Rand versus 45, it's absolute no-brainer. And of course, you know, the stars of the show are incredible products. We've got our core range, which is just there to support your healthy nutritional needs on a day-to-day basis. Snacking, who doesn't love snacks? You know, instead of buying that bar one or that packet of Simba chips, we've got the most incredible snacking range that is giving your body, again, nutrition, but it's snacking that is super healthy and so important for you to actually keep those calories and that metabolism going. Targeted nutrition, from immune system support to cardiovascular support. You've got everything that you need in our targeted nutrition. And the beautiful thing is we're following global trends in terms of, you know, veganism is becoming a massive trend in the world. And all of our products are actually, well, we've got an incredible range of vegan suitable products that is available to you as well. And not to mention my favorite of all, the Herbalife 24. You can see I'm sporting a 24 badge because I just absolutely love these products. You know, preparing before you train, during your training, and of course the recovery is so essential. It's so important to get the right stuff in. And this is why we've got the most incredible international athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, who doesn't know him? And he can have anything he wants and he chooses Herbalife Nutrition. You know, it's arguably one of South Africa's best soccer teams, is sponsored by Herbalife Nutrition, as well as numerous international athletes. Really, you cannot go wrong. And just as important as the inner body is, the outer nutrition is so important as well. You know, from our herbal aloe range that's suitable for the entire family. If you come to my house, you will only see Herbalife soaps and shampoos and conditioners because it's all natural aloe-based products, and it really is phenomenal. And then, of course, our imported Herbalife skin range all the way from Italy. And then, of course, not to mention our amazing new skin collagen product, guaranteed results within 3 weeks. How amazing is that? No other collagen can make that claim, and it's absolutely amazing. So, you know, just before we go into some product testimonials, because it's all very well that we have all these incredible products, but we want to hear from people and just see exactly what people are going through, their transformations. My personal transformation, you know, before I got involved with the business, I went on a massive hunt because my energy levels were so low. If I didn't get all my important tasks done by the middle of the day, I was completely useless for the rest of the day. My wife would actually mock me and say, "Yes, you're like an old man. What's wrong with you?" You know, and I couldn't figure it out. And anyways, I went on this thing and I looked for a whole bunch of, you know, I went through a whole bunch of diets to try and figure out what the fuel issue was. Eventually, a friend of mine said, "Listen, try these Herbalife products. You know, you've got nothing to lose." And at that stage, I was so desperate to make that change, I took him up. Listen, guys, within 3 days, I felt like an absolute champion. My energy levels went through the roof. And since then, I've been waking up at 5 o'clock every morning, going for my run, doing my business activities. I've got little ones to take care of, homework, all sorts of stuff like that. And then, of course, joining these types of calls where I can just bring insane amounts of energy. And it's all thanks to these absolutely incredible products. Thank you so much, Sean. Now let's go on to hear some incredible stories of how these products have changed people's lives.
Wow, Brendan, thank you so much, man. That was amazing. So, can you believe it, guys? Healthy chips. You guys, if you haven't tried the Herbalife chips, you got to try it. Brendan spoke about the snacking. So, oh, it's incredible. So, with myself, I'll quickly tell you my story. Sorry, man. Not the right time. I need some water here quickly. I had a busy day, a lot of talking. So with me, I actually wanted to gain some weight. I struggled always to gain weight and lose body fat. I had the love handles that just didn't want to go. And I succeeded, was very negative about the products. I thought it's the diet thing and whatever, but I tried a lot of things before Herbalife, not really successful. But when I started, I had amazing energy. I actually gained the weight. I lost the body fat, feel amazing every day. And my productivity is just incredible. But we want to hear from some of the other guys. Sorry, hold on. Yes, now the water went in the wrong pipe. So anyway, want to hear from some of the other guys as well, guys. Results is the name of the game. So first up, if you can unmute yourself, we've got actually we've got we got Tanya. Tanya, can you please unmute yourself and tell me your results, please, on the products?
Hi, Sean. Hi, everybody. Okay. From the start, I actually lost 4 kgs and a lot of centimeters, but actually on the right parts, curves, the love handles, and I've gained a lot of energy. And yes, I'm just loving the products, but I'm still going. I'm actually gaining now, so I'm actually building some kind of muscle, legs, and so on, but I'm loving it.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Tanya. Thank you. Thanks so much. Yes, guys, we saw Tanya. She's in pole. Her transformation is unbelievable, you know, from where she was, and she's just loving the products. Thanks so much, Tanya, for sharing. Guys, next up we got Lungi, but Lungi wasn't able to be on the call. She told me last minute that they got load shedding in her area, but she's lost 19 kilograms. You won't believe the transformation she had. I've told her, I've got a picture of her, and I will share it, because now unfortunately she wasn't able to be on the call. But you can see, you can't see it. You'll see from my phone. Yeah. Let me quickly stop share just so you guys can see here. This is what she looked like right there, right? That's what Lungi looked like, guys. So amazing transformation, as you can see there. And let me get back to the slide there, from there to here, right? So 19 kilograms, massive difference. Thanks for Lungi, but you couldn't make it, unfortunately, not a problem. And then also thirdly, we've got Sipe. I think Sipe is on the call. If she can quickly share her story. This is also unbelievable. Let's look at the results there. Are you there, Sipe? Are you there? Are you there? No, sometimes she also has problems with signal. Where are you, Sipe? I'll give her 3 seconds. Unfortunately, Sipe, I don't think she could make it on the call as well. She's a chef, guys, and she works a lot making yummy foods, right? And she's still a chef, right? Working for herself. But as a chef, you can see they tasting too much of the food on the before photo there. And then the now photo, it's I think it's 34 kilograms that she has lost. 34 kilograms. So that is incredible, incredible. Wow, she is such an inspiration for us. She also joined our Fit Camp, but it's been totally amazing. So I want to also ask, if please keep yourself muted, guys. I think some people are having a party there in the background. And then, but Jillian, I think Jillian made it on the call. She was also just delivering products to a customer quickly. And she said she might be late on the call, but Jillian, are you there? Are you there?
I am here.
Yes, you made it, because we just
made it.
Yeah, look at that transformation. We have to hear the story.
Hi, everyone. So unlike Sean, I came for the diet products. I was here to get skinny overnight, and I wanted it like now. But unfortunately, my commitment wasn't there. So I drank a shake and I left a shake and I drank a shake, and then I was like, this isn't working. And when I got serious and I actually started using the products properly, you can see for yourself, I've dropped an amazing 22 kilos. That photo was only at like a 10 to 15 kilo progress. So I need to do a newer one, but I've now dropped an amazing 22 kilos. Like Brendan says, energy is through the roof. You feel better. Some mornings I work until 3 in the morning because I just don't want to go to sleep. So I can honestly attest to the fact that this is just the top of the range. It's become a lifestyle in my house. My kids use it. My family uses it. We are Herbies for life.
Oh wow, Gillian, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad you could make it. I remember, thanks for your voice note, and I was like worried. Gillian, we need your story, man. It's amazing. But well done. Thank you so much. And thanks again, guys, for you guys sharing. What amazing results, like you say. And thanks, Brendan, again for that awesome part on the company section. So, guys, now we've got the money section. How does this marketing plan work? How does this business work? Now, how do we make the money? And we've got also an amazing lady, a teacher who is super busy, right? But makes the time to make that extra income and build this business, you know. And her husband has joined us, so we're super excited for her. So what a team! This is a family that is really changing people's lives. But she's going to tell you the story. So next up, we've got World Team member Esty Smith. Please tell us, talk to us. Yeah.
Everybody, my name is Esty Marie Smith. As you can see from my transformation, I have lost 18 kilograms, and that was after the birth of my second son. They were very close together, 16 months apart. So I didn't even lose the first weight, and then I was pregnant again, so I had to lose double the weight. So I was a yo-yo dieter. Couldn't find anything that would suit my needs or my family's needs, and I started Herbalife Nutrition. I've lost 18 kilograms. I've kept it off. I haven't had so much energy since I cannot even remember. And everybody says that you have energy, but you really do. So this has absolutely changed my life. Since 2018, my husband has also been using the products with me. He also got amazing results. He lost 10 kilograms. Well, he lost some and then he fell off the wagon, which was his own commitment issues. But since this year, he has also joined, like Gillian, also a commitment, and he has lost 10 kilograms, which is absolutely amazing. So I will be sharing with you how we can make some money. I've joined the business, not really wanting to, but then I saw this amazing opportunity and I decided to take it. So these great products, as you have heard from Brendan and from Gillian, these results are amazing, and this actually just gives us great opportunities, such as, oopsie, sorry, my USB is beeping, yeah? There we go. So globally, we can look at new trends that's happening, and we are totally on the forefront of all of this. There's a new wellness industry that is taking flight. The weight loss industry, skincare industry, energy drinks industry is absolutely booming, and Herbalife is absolutely on the forefront of all of these. There we go. So now Herbalife operates in 90 countries. I don't know if you knew that, but maybe you have a cousin or a chummy or somebody you know who knows someone in any of these countries. You can literally expand your business globally, which is fantastic because you get a higher check eventually. But this is fantastic. Our options for our income options, first of all, you can buy at a discount level. All right, so you sell at retail and then you make a profit. Okay. Second of all, you can introduce the Herbalife opportunity to somebody that then it will technically be in your downline, so you will have wholesale profit. The third thing is you can develop a team and earn royalties. Then number 4 is you can earn monthly production bonuses. And number 5 is you can qualify for promotional gifts, which, by the way, Herbalife rocks at. International trips and vacations. I cannot wait for those vacations. I'm almost there. Okay. So if you are new and you know nothing about this, first of all, retail, you sign up, you have between 25 and 50% retail. So you buy a product, or the product costs 400 Rand. Now you have 25% discount. So you sell it at 300 Rand and you make 100 Rand profit. Score. Okay. The next step Now you have 100 people buying from you, only 100, né? Or only a few, times 10 gives you R1,000 profit. Okay, and most of the time people might buy a little bit more, which means you are probably going to have more in your pocket. So then, as your points accumulate, you get a 35%, you move up to the 35% discount level, to the 42% discount level, and then finally you to the 50% discount level. So that means 200, okay, times 10 gives you 2,000 profit, just like that. Okay, so if we move on, now I decide, just give me 1 second. All right, so now I decide, sorry, the kids, woo, being a teacher and a mom, it's awesome, love it. Okay, so now I decide I'm going to sign up Brian as well, and Susan, and then Temple. Okay, all at 25%. This is now in my team. Okay, next step. Then what's going to happen? They all move up the levels, and then Herbalife will actually, whatever they make, they will pay you the difference. So as they move up, obviously you get a little bit more profit, but you get something from their organization. Okay, so now I have members. So now 1,000 times 3 gives me 3,000, and 1,000 times 10 gives me 10,000. 1, 2, 3 block myself, and there we go. Now they move up, and all of a sudden I have Brian as my distributor, my supervisor, like myself, which is fantastic. Now I earn 5% royalties from him and everything that's happening in his organization. So now Sipho decides to join. Now he's doing exactly what I'm doing. He's also getting a Sipho and a Hubs and a Who and a Who. So Sipho is now also a 50% distributor, like Brian, like myself. Hubs in the UK or in Australia or wherever, because Herbalife is global, then I get 5% royalties of all these organizations. I can go 3 levels deep. Okay, so within Brian's level, 3 levels deep and infinitely wide. So the opportunities are totally endless. Okay, so okay, so that's basically the scenario that I want to show you. So first of all, what is the difference? Because you can ask me, okay, but what makes Herbalife different? First of all, it's a low startup cost. It's easy. You have, and this is really true, you have excellent training and amazing support systems. You have no employees. You are totally flexible. So, and you can either do it full-time or part-time. I forgot to say that I'm actually a teacher and I do this part-time. So, so you can do it full-time or part-time. And then the income potential is endless. You can decide on your income depending on how hard you work. Now, as a Herbalife distributor, there's a certain plan that you need to follow. It is so simple, you would not believe it. So the first thing, use the products, get results. Because if you use the products and you love the products, you will get results. As it is just as easy as that. Number 2, share your results and get 5 to 7 customers or clients a month that can join you. Usually we start with those people closest to us, or people that say, wow, you lost weight, how did you do it? And you say, oh, it's Herbalife. And all of a sudden you line them up just like that. Number 3, you enroll 10 first line distributors each month to find 2 that would also work on the business and on the action plan like you did. Then attending calls, attending events with people with like-minded, that are like-minded, that will be the total difference in your business and a sustainable business. Okay, so now you can choose on what activity you want to do. Obviously, people differ. So the type of daily activity that you will do, or your method will differ. So some people, most of us use social media. You have invitations and flyers and ads and pop-up things on Facebook. You can use shake parties and spa events. You can have business in service, people you know and care about. Fit camps is one big buzzword these days. So there are so many options that you can tap in to use as a method for you to find customers. And it all starts with only one member pack. It's 551 Rand. You sign up as 25% discount. You get all of this, a shake and a shaker, and everything you need to know in those booklets. And that is technically how you jumpstart your business. It is literally as simple as that. No sign-up costs, no monthly extra fees, no nothing. There's no little T's and C's apply. It's as easy as that. Then the business testimonials, we're going to hear from a few stories now. Really high income potential. I have started and I started making some money, and I thought, wow, I can do with 2,000 Rand extra. I can do with 3,000 Rand extra. And at the end of the day, my biggest check was 7,000 Rand. Now that's check, okay, that's wholesale. And that is above and beyond almost the 5,000 Rand retail that I made and more or less make every month. So that is the Herbalife opportunity, totally life-changing.
Yes.
Thank you, Sean.
Yes, thank you so much, Esty. That's incredible. Thank you so much, guys. So there are multiple streams of income with Herbalife, and that's what attracted me as well. And yeah, wow, Esty, you did a great job, and thanks so much for sharing it, guys. So as she said, anybody can do it, no matter what your background is. This is anything's possible for you, you know. To tell you quickly before we get to testimonials, myself, I was in distribution. I did a lot of things before Herbalife. I was in IT as well, but then ended up being retrenched and I ended up broke, didn't have a job anymore, didn't want a job anymore because I realized the bosses were living the life and I wanted the life, but now I was retrenched. So I saw Herbalife, as you heard, I was very skeptical about the products, about the business. I was really thought it's a dodgy company. And I saw then the facts that you guys saw today. And I saw the marketing plan, that got me excited. Got started my first week, I made 2,600 Rand. Just talking to people I knew and people they knew and people they knew and people they knew. And that got me excited that I made money with knowing so little and just following the successful people, you know. From then just worked and then started qualifying for vacations and then got my own place again properly, and life just changed. And today with my wife, she was a customer. Now she's my wife. We got 2 kids, work from home when we want, and travel to over 16 places around the world. And we're just loving this. You know, this year we qualified for vacation to Mauritius or Greece, you could choose, but it's just incredible. So next up, guys, and just thanks to this opportunity, Marissa. I saw Marissa on the call. We heard she might have had load shedding as well, but I think she made it on the call. Marissa, if you are there, we would love to hear your story. She's only been in the business for a short while, but she's doing so well. Can you unmute, Marissa? Are you there? Are you able to talk and share your story with us? We can't hear you. No, you got to put enable volume. I can see you. I can see you. Just enable your sound or audio or something. We're reading lips. We're not that great at it. You're not muted on the system. It's just on your side. Yeah. You got to allow the audio. Yeah. Marissa, it's on your side. You got to allow the audio. Where do you go? Just play with the sound there. We can't hear you. No. We'll give you 5 seconds. Flip. Okay, Marissa, sorry, man. We would love to. We can see you. We can see you. But Brendan, if Brendan knows Marissa, knows her story, if you can share her story, we'll look at her and we'll try and do it in a lady's voice. Brendan.
Okay.
Awesome stuff, guys. Such a shame that we can't hear Marissa's story right from her mouth. But you know, Marissa's been in the business for a short period of time, 3 months, and she started off with an absolute bomb. She works in the retail space, in a butchery, in a klein dorpie somewhere that I've never heard of in my life before, but it's all good. We met on social media, and you know, she just started rocking and rolling. She's got big dreams. She's got a daughter, and she wants to free herself of having to work such long hours in the retail space. So she's really taken this up like you cannot believe. Her goals are massive, and you know, in such a short period of time, she's managed to recruit some incredible distributors in her team. I know that she's earned some retail, wholesale profit from her downline, but she's not quite sure of that yet. But we'll show you exactly how to work out. That's exactly how young she is in the business. She's still figuring everything out. And to this point, she's made an extra 4,000 Rand of retail profit. Marissa, you're an absolute champion, and I'm so excited to see the rest of your journey unfold. Well done.
Yeah, thank you so much, Brendan, for just telling a story on her behalf. And Marissa, sorry, we tried to read your lips, but it didn't work. We really love to hear it. But next time we'll figure out the sound, right? She's still new in all of this whole game. So, but thanks for being on the call, and your story is incredible, really, really awesome. And you're so close to the next level, supervisor level, 50% discount. Wow, then you're going to see things are going to change and be unbelievable. Thank you so much for sharing. And thanks again, Esty, for the marketing plan. That was incredible. Thank you so much. A mom changing lives, and you could see there, right? So guys, next up, we got our special guests that are going to be sharing their story. Incredible couple, also a family with 2 kids, and they're such an amazing couple and life-changing, you know, since I've seen them in the beginning, you know, and I was also broke with them in the beginning, you know, and I remember Nazli and I, we went to Atlanta. We didn't go together. I went with a whole bunch of other South Africans in Georgia and Atlanta. We went there broke, you know, and we didn't have much money, but we just said we have to be there, you know, to this event with 35,000 people. And I also then I met her husband, also amazing, incredible guy, funny guy. He's got good moves on the dance floor. I'm trying to learn from him, you know. And but they're such a beautiful couple. We were at a vacation in Zanzibar. They'll tell you about it. And we got our rooms right next to each other. And it was just so amazing, and it's such a good time. So guys, give us a huge, like a Zoom.
Yeah, maybe we can make a sound. Can we shout? Everybody can shout and make them feel welcome.
Yes, everybody can shout and go crazy. Special guests. Millionaire team, guys. Nizaam and Nazli, Nicol. Let's hear your story, guys. Wow.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, everybody. Oh, gosh, I'm so super excited to be on this call. We've had just as busy a day as you've had, Sean. So I've also got a bit of a frog in my throat, but super excited to be on this call, and massive congratulations to the speakers. Oh, my word. What an incredible presentation. And I just felt the heart as everybody was talking. And every time I get to hear, you know, the history of Herbalife 18 years later, every time I hear it, just reminds me of the big impact that we have the opportunity to sort of make around the world. So well done to everybody that presented this evening. I'm Nazli Nicol. I'm the better half of the duo. And I actually started the opportunity about 18 years ago. This month, we actually started the business 18 years ago on the 10th of May. And I was a tea lady at the time, Standard 7 education. And when I came to the opportunity, you know, I was a tired, overweight, depressed mom of 2 small, beautiful kids. We were living in this house, and it was really sort of at this point, to be honest, if you look at this house and you look at this car, we thought we had it made because the way that, you know, we had grown up, we really came from poor families and poor backgrounds. And the reality was that, if you could get the secondhand house and the fifth-hand car, at least if you had a car and you had a house, then, you'd sort of had it made. And this was kind of what we Nizaam and I found ourselves with two small, beautiful kids, both working, jobs, 9-to-5 jobs, and really sort of committed in our jobs, but we had settled, for this life, and we had settled for what we thought was, wow, we thought like, wow, we've got our own car, we've got our own house. But even though this is what we had settled for, we were struggling to make ends meet, both full-time jobs. We couldn't buy food and pay accounts in the same month. I mean, how crazy is that you've got two working parents, but your kids are growing up on secondhand clothing? We were borrowing money from the family, to be able to just buy food. And then obviously when it comes to payday, you've got to pay everyone back first. And then it's just the same vicious cycle over and over again. And this is why we were always either paying the accounts and eating by the family, or we were buying food and, dodging the private calls. I know nobody on this call does that, but that's kind of where we were at. And of course, it put a strain on our marriage. We were this young couple that was sort of fighting all the time, but it was never had anything to do with us. It always had everything to do with our situation. And we were both very good at playing the blame game, we were never responsible. And it was tough because, can you imagine two small kids living in a home where, the parents, if they not fighting, they're not talking to each other, if that makes sense. So we hardly spoke to each other. We steered clear of each other because we knew any conversation would create an argument. And how sad is that? Because we should have been living our lives, spending quality time with our kids, but we were just so caught up in our situation. And it's sad because that's the life that we lived. And yet it was also that we could keep this house and keep this car. Hey, I mean, how sad is that? It was like, we were told the day you buy a house, you're not going to have any money for anything else, but that's the sacrifice that you make so that you can have your own home. And we were like, okay, no problem. This is how things is meant to be. And to be honest, we were working to be able to buy on the weekend. That was it. And we could only once a month actually afford to buy after payday. Even though we were broken, we were kind of sort of telling ourselves it's fine, that's our little incentive, we get to buy with the family. And it's sad, guys, because we if I just think about the fact that we were working 24/7, if you think about it, just to not be able to afford this house and this car, to if I think back on it. And we were scraping like big time. And it was horrible for us because, like I said, it affected the biggest thing in our lives, and that was us as a family, two small, beautiful kids. I didn't have the energy to play with them. I was exhausted. I suffered with depression. I went to bed exhausted, got up exhausted, and I was kind of just floating through life, which I can't imagine was good for my two small, beautiful babies. And when I came across the opportunity, I sort of thought like, wow, this could be something that would change something for us. But because I was the person that was always looking at different things, I was, with no disrespect, if there was something that could be done, I was looking to do it. I come from a family of traders. So for me, I knew I could sell something to make a profit, but I hated selling, if that makes sense, which is why nothing really ever worked for me until I came across the Herbalife opportunity and the products caught me. I got an emotional result on the products. All I needed, to be honest, was 500 Rand for petrol so that I didn't have to borrow. The third week of the month when all your money's gone. I don't know why there's 4 weeks, because they only give you enough maybe for 2, or 3. And, and some months even have 5 weeks. How crazy is that? So we basically, I just wanted that 500 Rand for petrol so that we didn't have to borrow to get to work that last week of the month and then have to pay it all back. I was trying to break that small little cycle of not having to pay back, 500 Rand that I was borrowing. And it's amazing because I came across the opportunity and I got so super excited. And I said to Nizaam, oh my gosh, I found something. It's going to be amazing. It's going to change our lives. And he said, absolutely not. He says, if you come home with one more thing, we were like, our marriage was on a thread. I must be honest. He said, if you come home with one more thing, don't come home. And I'm like, but it's my house too. you know, and this was kind of where we were at, because he couldn't understand why I would want to go into something that he considered to be a weight loss thing with money that we didn't have. To him, we were struggling to make ends meet. Why was I trying to go waste money you know, on yet another diet that I wasn't gonna stick to? But I sort of went behind his back. In any case, after about 6 months of him saying, no, 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 I had one discussion with him and I said, listen, is there anything else that you have, you know, that you think that we should do? I'll follow what you want. I will do it because we need a plan. We've got small kids and there's no way that we can just carry on like this and kind of leave things to chance. And I said, if you don't want to do any of the things that I'm talking about, I'm happy to do whatever you've got planned for us, you know, for our future. I'll follow you. And he said, no, we just need to wait for our increases, you know, hope that we get good increases once a year, hope that we get those 13th checks, you know, things like that, which all, by the way, is at every company's discretion. So it was always hoping that that was going to happen. And I thought to myself, no. There's no way that I can leave, you know, my children's future up to sort of hoping that someone else is going to decide that I'm worth getting an increase or getting a 13th check. So I thought, if I can just make this extra 500 Rand, that itself will help us. And so I took the accounts money, I got the members pack behind his back, and I got started on the products. I was so scared. I was excited, but I was so scared because, in all honesty, I knew that if it didn't work, that could literally, without even sounding dramatic, could have been the end of us based on where we were at, not because of me taking the opportunity, but just because of how, you know, how bad things had gotten with us as a couple. And but I had to take the risk because I had 2 small kids, you know, and I thought to myself, it's just, I can't wait and hope and just hope that something magically is going to happen one day that's going to change things for them. So I got started on the products, and that's really what locked me into the business, because all of a sudden, you know, within a couple of days, my energy was through the roof. I felt amazing. And just with that energy result alone, I was able to make 3,676 Rand and 72 cents profit in my first month, which is literally what completely blew me away. And it was just enough to get Nizaam to actually take a look at the opportunity, because I could say, here's the money that I spent to get the members pack, but guess what? We can buy food and pay accounts this month. We don't need to choose between the two, you know? And as a result of that, thank goodness, we got the love of my life into business with me. So over to my amazing husband, Nizaam.
Wow, thank you so much for that warm welcome. Good evening, everyone. I'm Nizaam. I agree with Nazli. She's definitely the better looking of, but thanks to Herbalife Skin, working on that, right? So for those that don't know me, my name's Nizaam Nicol. When I met Nazli, she was my neighbor. I got a background in the motor industry. You know, they said, love thy neighbor. So I love thy neighbor, and we ended up getting married. You heard the sad story where we were struggling, but I was working long hours in the motor industry, leaving home very early in the morning, coming home very late, sometimes 12 o'clock at night when we worked overtime. So I was also away from the family. So I was looking for, you know, more family time. I used to eat Gatsby's every day. I used to skip breakfast. I used to smoke half a packet of cigarettes a day because I eventually ended up in sales, very stressful job. And as you heard, I was the skeptical spouse because I didn't see the business behind Herbalife. I saw it as some diet, and Nazli tried various diets, which all worked, but you have to be consistent and, you know, to maintain your results. So when she fell pregnant, obviously the results went haywire. So when Herbalife came around this time, I wasn't really so excited. Luckily for me, I thank her every day because I was the dream stealer. And, you know, if you're on this call, whether you're a new member or you're a guest, you're going to get dream stealers that's going to want to steal your dreams, right? But that's why you want to just have 3 things, which they told us you need in this business. You have to have that burning desire to change your life. So Nazli had that burning desire. And I obviously, after using the products, and attending events, got that burning desire. So you need to be teachable, and you obviously need to do the daily action. But, you know, getting onto the products for me really got me on board with her, right? So at the beginning, it was her thing. But after using the products, I felt so amazing. I got the energy. I stopped smoking. I lost about 20 kilos in 4 months. I lost body fat, I gained muscle, and my immune system improved, and I felt so healthy, and everyone at work wanted to know, what the hell are you on? So that product result, you know, you think that it's not important when you're new, but something like that can really get you to the president's team. I don't know if Baya's on the call, but she was a customer. So make sure that you really fall in love with these products. That got me on board with her. We started attending Herbalife events. We met people like Elsa Nim and Ace Nim. I remember Ace Nim talking about he gets up when he finished sleeping, right? So I was getting up with this ding dong alarm bell every morning. And I really wanted to get up when I finished sleep. He said you can do that at the president's team. So, we looked at Elsa and she was this vibrant, glowing person. And we just said, like, we want to be the president's team. We started hanging around the leaders after the events. We started getting tips from them. And they said, the business is very simple. You use the products, you wear the brand, you talk to people, and you just do this day in and day out. And just doing that and attending all the events, we started qualifying for these vacations. The top left one is us in Zanzibar, our very first vacation with Sean. It was so amazing. Every morning, this guy climbed the tree and cut a coconut for us. They literally had dinners on the beach. You can really leave your wallet at home with these Herbalife vacations. We've been to Mauritius, Zanzibar, Mediterranean cruise. We took our kids with. You'll see the top right picture there. We were on a Mediterranean and an Adriatic cruise. We've been to Turkey. And what's so exciting is even when we couldn't travel with COVID, the company still paid us out about 80,000 Rand because we qualified for vacation. So we're working for next year's vacation. And the exciting part is there's so many qualifiers. I remember back in the day, it used to be one location. Now there's 3 because there's so many people qualifying. So everyone on this call has the opportunity to not only increase your income, not only to improve your health, but to improve your lifestyle and take your family on these amazing vacations where you can literally leave your wallet locked up in the safe. So we've attended all these leadership events in the middle there. That is us at the Herbalife Honors, which is the highest level of event you can actually attend. And this is where they basically dish out 1% of the company's turnover. And we got to actually, see that they dish it out to the top 400 distributors in the world. So 1% of the 7 billion was about 70 million Rand. Which was handed out to the top distributors in that year. And, in 2016, that's the year we were there, South Africa was the #1 country in the world. You've seen we in over 90 countries. And if you're on this call, there's never been a better time to be involved with this company. If you're a guest, if you're a new member, you're at the right place at the right time, because we're definitely getting back to the #1 spot.
And I can tell you guys, if you look at these pictures, you can see that in some of them, Nizaam and I are alone. But with this opportunity, it absolutely is for everyone. Because if you look to the right of the slide, this is us in international locations with some of our organization. People that maybe also for the first time had gotten onto a flight the same way like I did when I came to Herbalife. I'd never been on an airplane before. I came to this opportunity. And from that first bit of income that we made, it started with that, but eventually it took us to an opportunity where we could travel, show other people the opportunity as well. And the more we were building, the more it was improving our quality of life. Our children ended up in, private schooling. And from someone who dropped out of school to have my kids, be in private school for their high school years was nothing short of amazing. And all while we were busy traveling the world, building their futures consistently. The things that we had seen on TV, like this red bus in London and the Empire State Building and things like that, we got to actually be there and say like, wow. And up till today, if we travel, guys, we've got to pinch ourselves to think that this is our life. This opportunity was given to a tea lady and a part salesman with standard 7 and matric. And all we had to do was work really hard and completely just use the opportunity and share it with as many people as possible. So it's like Nizaam said, if we can, absolutely anybody can. And you're going to make lifetime, a lifetime of friendships. We have, with Sean and ourselves, we literally started in this business together. Didn't really have anything, if you speak technically, to gain from each other, but had everything to gain from each other in terms of friendship and being able to grow and keep each other inspired. So it doesn't matter where you are right now, guys. I promise you, if you are where we were at, really struggling to make ends meet, maybe you just need 500 Rand right now. Maybe you need $50 to buy electricity. I don't know where you're at, but I can tell you, when you look at these pictures, I want you to remember where we came from, a broken couple, struggling to make ends meet, and eventually through consistency, being persistent, following, what the leaders before us had shown us, we were able to eventually, after a couple of years, these are our best friends that we've you know, sort of grown together within the business, you know, eventually we got to a point where all of us had qualified to go to one of the second highest levels of leadership training, the Future Presidents team, retreat. And from there, we got on into a car, a van, and we drove for 5 hours to one of the most sought after resorts, you know, in Saas-Fee, in
Switzerland.
In Switzerland. I don't even know where it is, in Switzerland. And we got to go skiing there. I had no interest in skiing, but Nizaam did, so we had to make, you know, that dream come true. And this is the thing, can you imagine, tea lady and part salesman, we're ticking off, you know, goals and dreams of going to do things like this. Like, I mean, it's absolutely, I'm looking at this and I'm having a problem actually believing that I'm looking at us in the pictures. And the reason why I feel that way is because when we came into the room in the beginning, we were looking at other people's pictures. We were looking at, you know, Ace and Elsa's pictures. We were looking at Bia Corey, all the other president's team members, and thinking, wow, look at their lives. And what they said to us was that one day you're going to be the one sharing those stories. It's going to be your pictures up there. And gosh, I'm getting goosebumps listening to myself, because guess what? That one day is here. And I can tell every single guest on this call tonight, one day you're going to be the person sharing your story and sharing your pictures, you know, so it's absolutely, absolutely possible. So as you can see, the pictures have changed slightly. The house has changed a little bit. The car's changed a little bit. You know, it's for us, it's nothing short of amazing. We are in a beautiful entertainer's home. We drive a luxury car. You know, what started as just extra 500 Rand a month, you know, has literally changed everything for us. And again, it's not that you're going to get started and everything is just going to go, you know, upwards. It's about being persistent and holding on to your goals 24/7, because if you can just keep that there, guys, and keep pushing and help as many people as possible, I promise you, whatever your goal in your dream is, we all have different goals and dreams. Whatever it is, it absolutely is possible. And then know why you're doing what you're doing. And you'll see in a minute our why. It's the reason why we do what we do. It's the reason why we've built this business to where we are today. It's our children, it's our family. You know, my mom-in-law, she's the only parent that we've got left. And we got to take her a couple of years ago on the last vacation that Herbalife was able to actually go to. We got to take her to Turkey. You know, she's 72 years old. I think she had the best time out of all of us. We couldn't get her to bed. She was partying 24/7, because obviously with a Herbalife vacation, like Nizaam said, you leave your wallet at home. But how can you just imagine how we felt being able to say to her, this year you're coming with us, and guess what, we're going to spend an extra week as a family just before the vacation, just for us to spend a bit of quality time before we go meet all the crazy excited Herbalife distributors. And she, by the way, is a Herbalife distributor as well. So everybody that you see in this picture here is actually in the business. It's a family affair, and why not? Because there's no other opportunity that we trust more than this one, guys. It's something that we build in our life for future generations to come. We are grandparents now, so we are even more excited, you know, about building those legacies. And it's really because of this opportunity, and we'll be eternally grateful. We earn a career level income, more money than we ever dreamed was possible. And it really truly is because a lot of people's lives are being impacted. So thank you, thank you, thank you for the opportunity, but also thank you to the leaders before us that saw, you know, what we couldn't see. And I want to thank us, because we decided to believe them and to just decide that we're going to do this anyway, which is really the only thing that I want to ask every guest and member on the call to do, you know, to just borrow the eyes and to know that if it's possible for people like us, it's definitely possible for anyone on this call. So guys, that's it. We probably went way over time, but I was so excited for this call tonight.
Well done, man. Awesome.
Well done.
Awesome.
Always
Awesome.
happens when there's both of us.
Thanks so much, Nizaam and Nazli. You guys are awesome. What a power couple, guys. And look at that beautiful family. And our life has changed and transformed for you guys. And just thanks so much for being special guests tonight. From where you are to where you were to where you are today. Wow, what a story. What a story. And like she said, it's possible for anybody, guys. It's really possible for anybody. And really, thanks for your time, for you guys for being on the call, special guests for us. It's really, really awesome. And guys, what a story. And now next up, guys, we are almost done. So if you're interested, talk to the person that invited you to this call. Tell them where you want to get started, right? You can either, I just want to be a retail customer, I want to get on the products, I want to buy from my coach and get results. Let's go. Let's get healthy. Or I want to be a preferred customer, you know, where you sign up as a preferred customer, you get customer benefits and things like that. You can move on 15 to 35% discount. Or as a distributor, listen, I want to make some money, get some money going, start at 25, get to 50%. I want the big stuff, or I want to make my own business, you know, guys. So speak to the person, invite you and say where you want to start. And guys, our next big thing, guys, lastly, if you're not in Cape Town, in whatever area you're in, find out where your business building seminar is. If you're a customer, a guest, a distributor, don't miss your next business building seminar. These Herbalife events are unbelievable, mind-blowing, life-changing events. We are so excited to be at our one in Cape Town. With you saw Brendan, a little taste of him tonight, but him and his wife Michelle are going to be special guests at our Cape Town one this Saturday. Our tickets are booked. We're there. We're not going to miss it. We can't wait to be there. So talk to your person, invite you where you want to start, get to know where your business building seminar is, and let's get your tickets, and we'll see you there, guys. Thank you so much for everybody for being on the call. We'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Great job, Sean and team.
Good night, guys.
Everyone, have a wonderful evening.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you going to stop recording? Stop recording.